In today's video, we stop in Berchtesgaden, Germany, to visit the Kehlsteinhaus, also known as the Eagle's Nest, a location of Hitler's where he entertained foreign dignitaries during his term as Chancellor of Germany and during the World War II. Here we're walking into the entrance area at the bottom of the Kehlstein Mountain. In order to get to the top, you have to pay for your ticket, of course, and ride one of the different buses that'll take you all the way up, which we'll see here in just a second. These buses will take you all the way up to the top at the bottom of the tip-top of the mountain. Once you get to the top, there is a different method to getting into the Kehlsteinhaus that we'll see here in just a second. While we head up to the top of the Kehlstein Mountain, let's talk a little bit of history of the Eagle's Nest. The creation of Hitler's Eagle's Nest was a remarkable engineering success, a battle against time, snow, and rugged terrain. Martin Bormann was known for his massive building program, but this enormously difficult project was colossal, even for him. Even more so, this creation had an important deadline: Hitler's 50th birthday on April 20th, 1939. The project began in April of 1937. The gift of this conference center was to be from the Nazi Party, which supplied the funds along with some donations. Construction on the building on top of a mountain with its steep access road and a 400-foot elevator shaft inside the mountain was an ambitious goal, but consistent with the Third Reich's grandiose building plans. Over 3,000 men worked day and night, winter and summer, for 13 months to complete the project. The road was blasted out of the mountainside, passing through 5 tunnels to get to the entrance. Heavy wooden gates guarded the opening into the Kehlstein, leading into a 406-foot tunnel cut into the heart of the mountain, which we'll see here shortly. An elevator shaft the same length as the tunnel was then cut straight up through the mountain to the peak itself. The house sits on the summit at 6,017 feet. No slave laborers were used in the construction. Most of the workers were highly paid Germans, Austrians, and Italians. The work was very dangerous. Men working on the scaffolding on the Eagle's Nest were dangling over a 2,000-foot drop. 12 men died during the project. Even though there was a cable system to haul material to the top, a lot of the supplies were still carried up by a constant stream of men with 110-pound loads on their back. The entire project was completed by the summer of 1938, well in advance of Hitler's birthday the following year. The name Hitler's Eagle Nest came from a description of the place given by the French ambassador in 1938. The Germans called it the D-House for diplomatic, or the Kehlsteinhaus from its location on the Kehlstein Mountain. Hitler's Eagle's Nest was used primarily to entertain visiting dignitaries. This was not where Hitler lived when he was in Berchtesgaden. In fact, Hitler only made about 17 trips to this mountain eyrie. The Führer lived further down in his alpine mansion, the Berghof or the Obersalzberg, above Berchtesgaden. Eva Braun spent more time here entertaining her friends and family. Surprisingly, the Eagle's Nest survived World War II. The relic of the Third Reich barely survived. It was deliberately excluded from the massive bombing attack on the Berghof in Obersalzberg that occurred during the last weeks of the war. After the war, Hitler's Eagle's Nest was going to be razed like many of the other Berchtesgaden area buildings with Nazi associations. Bavarian District President Jacob intervened to save it, and now it is one of the few local buildings from the Nazi period that still remain and can be viewed in more or less its original condition. It is interesting to compare a current photo of the reception room with a watercolor of the same room done by Hitler himself. The window glass is a little different, but the wall scoons are the same. Another interesting thing from our trip here, we went when it was extremely foggy in the morning, so it made the visit a lot more eerie than on a normal clear day. We even eat lunch in the same room that dignitaries were entertained in. this was definitely a solemn reminder of the past history that plagued Germany back into the 30s and 40s. We completely enjoyed this trip to the Kehlsteinhaus, and we hope that you are entertained as well by our trip up the mountain, into the elevator, and into the area that once was used by the Nazi Party back in a time of our world that some wish to forget and others make sure that we all remember. Enjoy. Sure. I'm fine. Yeah, my shoes just scuffed.
Don't drop that. It's so much in a cloud. You can't see anything, but we are at the Eagle's Nest. Then I'm sure on a nicer day, you can see lots. But today, not so much. Disappearing into the cloud. Well, here's seeing the eagle's nest, but it's a little bit cloudy. It's over there somewhere. I've lost Danielle. Oh, no, there she is. She's up there. Kind of hard to see her in the cloud. She found a spot to sit.
Right over there, see it now? See the triangle? It's green land. It's the last one. Yeah, that's what you said. I couldn't hear what it said.